All right, Kaspa Faithful, I got some answers for you. There's a lot of rumor and speculation. Is Binance getting ready to list? Did we find the Binance wallet? Take a look at this posted here from Red Panda Mining that highlighted one wallet address that does not have a tag, speculating that is this Binance. Well, I did some digging and I got some answers for you. I figured out whose wallet that potentially is. I'll share that with you towards the end of the video, but I do want to share some important updates. Of course, we're going to take a look at a Kaspa chart as well. So like the video and let's get started. Now, the markets had a massive pullback, right? Bitcoin down to 90K, WIC down to sub 90K. A lot of these sectors like AI took an absolute dump. Kaspa held up fairly well at 11.5 cents. And looking at CoinMarketCap today, it is the number 4 gainer on the entire CoinMarketCap top 100 list with a gain of 20% in the last 24 hours, sitting at 13.6 cents. This is a project that we've been talking about on this channel for a while. A lot of people lost faith. A lot of people are sitting there saying the project's dead, the price is not moving. We told you to stay patient. Kaspa's time will come. If you remember, Kaspa had a massive run-up while everything else was literally doing nothing, either trending down or sideways. And Kaspa made an all-time high from a penny to 20 cents at 20x while everything else was standing still. Now it's time for the other coins to run, and Kaspa's taking a little bit of a breather. It is in a accumulation phase. And so if you've been accumulating Kaspa, it'll definitely pay off for you in the very near future. But again, good to see more green for Kaspa on the days. You can see I'm wearing a green shirt for all the Kaspa fans. All right. Do a quick update on what's happening in the Kaspa ecosystem. Then we'll get into the wallet address and the chart on the very end. We took out a very important level on the chart. I'll show you in a second. Now, testnet 11 at 10 blocks per second continues to prove its strength. Pools who have completed their testing, such as Humpool and Hero Miners, have confirmed that their solution is working and running stable in testnet 11. While others are testing, Kaspa devs are looking for more apps, wallets, and exchanges to take 10 blocks per second for a test spin before the imminent crescendo hard fork. See the link to the instructions in the thread. This is going to be revolutionary. No other proof of work coin, once crescendo goes live, even now some argue, there's no proof of work coin that has the capabilities that Kaspa has and will have once we hit 10 blocks per second. You want to talk about scalability? It's got it. You want to talk about security? It's got it. And you want to talk about decentralization? It has that as well. So excited to see what new opportunities are knocking at the door once we do get this 10 block per second. We know the team is working hard. Also want to share this as well. Let's just get into this whole Binance thing, okay? There's a lot of speculation. I made a video last year saying Binance was going to list. And they were going to list. I don't know what happened, but something went wrong. What you guys got to remember is this. Is these exchanges will essentially list almost anyone who's willing to give them money. There's a fee that projects pay on top of providing liquidity for an exchange to list their project. Now, you have some exchanges like Coinbase, like Kraken, that are regulated here in the US that have to be a little more picky due to the SEC. But some of the overseas exchanges, they'll just list whoever gives them money. I'm not saying Binance does this, but that's just the reality. So when you have a project like Kaspa who does not pay for listings, there really is no incentive for an exchange to list your project unless the volume is so high that they feel like we'll take the L on the 5 mil that we would have gotten from any other project because we know we'll make that back in the first 3 months based off of trading volume and acquiring new users. That is where we're getting to at with Kaspa. Bitcoin didn't have anyone pay for listings. I don't think Ethereum had anyone to pay for listings either. It just naturally happened, but it took a little bit of time, especially for those projects, again, that don't pay for listings. So all I say is be patient. At the end of the day, as Kaspa continues to do what it does, and the community continues to do what it does, and the volume keeps ticking up, they're really going to have no choice but to list Kaspa. And that's the end of the day. So 5 million saved, token gets on the exchange. Might take a little more time than what you want, but hey, it's just the name of the game. So Slime1V posted this on X. The announcement of Kaspa on Binance is as close as ever. Both of the below posts have been made since 7 p.m. yesterday. And he says they're both hinting of Kaspa. So the first post is this one that he's talking about. I believe it's a he. Talking about what is the blockchain trilemma and explaining it. And so a lot of the Kaspa faithful are like, hey, we solved the trilemma. They're talking about us. The other post was made today, January 13th, well, yesterday, and it was about block time. And so talking about, hey, look, we're close to 10 blocks per second. Could they be potentially hinting at this? Again, a lot of people are speculating that, hey, this is Binance kind of dropping hints as to we are going to list. I try not to read too much into this. I try to reach out to my resources and get confirmation. I personally have not gotten any confirmation that they're going to get a listing on Binance, but at the end of the day, you just never know. So, can we get a Binance listing tomorrow, next week, next month? Sure. Am I banking on it right now? I don't know. We know that futures is available on Binance. We know it got listed on Kraken. It's only a matter of time. So for me, because Kaspa is in my long-term bucket, I don't stress about things like this too much. So I recommend you do the same. It's going to happen. When will it happen? Who knows? At the end of the day, we're going to keep stacking. We're going to keep setting Kaspa aside because we know what the future holds for Kaspa and how amazing it is. And then this one was from Travlad. Okay, I'm not one to conspire, but yesterday you explained the blockchain trilemma. Today you're talking about major tech revolutions. Kaspa ticks the box. And again, noting it is already on futures. Now, there is one wallet address that I shared in the beginning that Red Panda Mining highlighted as, hey, is this the Kaspa wallet? Or is this the Binance wallet? And this one right here. You can see Gate.io has a tag, Mexi, Uphold, BitGet. A lot of these exchanges will have tags on their wallets. Now, this one has been accumulating a lot of Kaspa over the last few months. When you click on this, you can see the balance history has been going up, and they've really been buying. Their January 1st, their balance was 419 million Kaspa, and as of today, it is sitting at 444 million. Now, what I did was I'm like, all right, this wallet received a lot of Kaspa. Where did this come from? So I'm on here, as you can see, on the wallet that people think is Binance. Click on this one, and we can take a look. The sender was Gate.io. And it sent it in 3 chunks. Send it to another Gate address, and then 2 addresses that are not tagged, okay? So I was like, all right, is this a trend that I'm going to see? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to click on the next one. And this one is a Bybit wallet. A Bybit wallet sent to another Bybit wallet and 2 untagged wallets. But the majority went to an untagged wallet, which I couldn't find where that one was coming from. And so I'm not going to go through every one of these transactions, but this was essentially all of these originated either from a Gate.io wallet or a Bybit wallet. Now, we know what we saw back in 2022 when FTX went under. We found out that a lot of these exchanges lend and borrow coins to and from each other. So if Binance is short on X amount of tokens because they have a lot of withdrawals, they'll hit up Gate.io and say, hey, let us borrow 500 million Ethereum or 5 million Ethereum tokens. We're falling short and we'll pay you back once we buy. Okay, cool. So this happens in the space all the time. I personally am not seeing anything as far as Binance been accumulating. But again, because some of these tagged wallets, untagged wallets be Binance, could they have multiple? Absolutely. You just can't write it off. But if I'm sitting here and logically thinking right now, is Binance accumulating Kaspa? Nothing on chain, at least, shows that they are, and nothing from the people that I've spoken to are saying anything about Binance listing Kaspa. But again, I want to reiterate, it will happen. It's just, I don't know if it's going to happen this month. I don't know, potentially. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It's going to be good for my bags. Now, I did mention Kaspa on the charts. Let's take a look. Kaspa on the daily. I do have the price action concepts pulled up. We just crushed the previous week high. As you can see here, this yellow line. We crushed it in literally one candle. This was, by the way, a 17% daily candle. And the good thing here too, guys, is it happened on volume. That's what you want to see. You want to see big price movements on volume. We take a look at our liquidity flow index. We are still red on the money flow, but our sentiment indicator moved past our midline. And the last time this happened, let me just show you. We'll back test this. Last time this happened was here on November 9th. Let's take a look what happened November 9th. Here's your November 9th candle. And we went up around 35%. I'm not even counting the candle. I'm just counting the close of the candle. So I'm not even going to take the candle that it crossed on in reference. We're going to take the top end of the candle to the top end of this wick here. 33% rise for Kaspa. I'm not saying this is going to happen now, but hey, history does tend to rhyme. Also, an important area we're going to get to up here, which is going to be our volume order block, which around 35% of the volume for Kaspa happened right between 14 cents and 15 cents. We do have a little more buyers than sellers. I'm going to drop off our price action concepts and I'm going to throw on our volume profile to see where we're getting a lot of volume. You can see here tons of volume at this 11.6 cent level. And you can see just absolutely congruent with what we've seen from traders and speculators that have been buying Kaspa is they've been buying this 11 cent region. More recently, when you saw 11.4 cents go all the way up to 13 cents. And of course, today we did see a wick low yesterday to 10.8 cents. We've reclaimed that plus more. We've taken out the previous high, which was 12.8 cents. Now we still have around 5 hours and 11 minutes left on this candle. If we can close above, the next target we're really aiming for, you guys, is around 16.48 cents. So things are looking good for Kaspa on the chart. I checked yesterday. We are still in our Kaspa trade that we put in a few videos ago. And so we'll keep you updated on that one when we decide to take profit. Also, if you enjoy Kaspa, go watch our Kaspa playlist that we have on the channel. Also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you next one.